Yo, what is going on, guys? Flashverse here, and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 8. And for today's video, we got a big teaser coming from Candice Patton herself, the actress who played Iris West Allen. And yeah, she teases a character death this season, and I'll be theorizing as well as giving you guys my overall thoughts on who this could potentially be, which character is going to die this season. We will talk about it. But yeah, we are obviously just under a month away for The Flash Season 8 to fully return back to the CW. I don't know if we will get any other breaks after this long break that we got, because this is the longest mid-season break we've had on the show. So I don't know if we will get any more breaks in between episodes. I hope not, but I guess we will see. I really missed The Flash. Season 8 kicked off incredibly strong with this Armageddon event. So although I am very apprehensive for the coming two interlude episodes, mainly just because of last year, but hopefully they have learned their lesson and this interlude ends up being better than last season's, I am really hoping that the show is able to maintain the quality they had for Armageddon and they're able to keep the remainder of the season consistent. And if they are able to do that, then without a doubt, Season 8 will be one of the best seasons we've had on the show. But yeah, we do have quite some returning characters coming back for the back half of the season, which is something to really look forward to. We will obviously be getting some huge timeline changes due to Armageddon, which does keep my hopes up, and it does get me really intrigued for what's to come for the back half of the season. But yeah, as I said, for this video, I'll be going over an Instagram post by Candice Patton in which she does pretty much confirm and tease that someone is going to die this season. But before I go over anything, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is the photo Candice Patton posted on her Instagram. And what is so interesting about this post specifically is what she is wearing, which is obviously all black. She's wearing a black dress, and that is obviously something you would wear at a funeral. And you could obviously contradict this by saying, okay, she's wearing black, how does this confirm that it is a funeral attire? Well, if we have a look at the caption of the post, it says, "Till death do us part, but you first, hashtag funeral attire." So whatever scene they're filming right now, this is obviously Candice in her trailer, but whatever scene they're filming right now pretty much confirms that they're doing some sort of a funeral scene, meaning someone on the show is dead at this point. Now you can also tell this is a recent post since we have not seen anyone die on the show in such a long time, but also Candice is still wearing the red hair, so yeah, this is 100% recent. This could either be for episode 14, but it is possible that it could be for episode 15 as well. Both of which are obviously part of the final graphic novel of the season, so we will be having someone dying in the back half of the season, most specifically during graphic novel number 7. Now, in regards to who could die, let's take out the obvious. Barry and Iris are not going anywhere anytime soon. They are both very crucial parts of the show after all, and the show is called The Flash. We do know that we are getting The Flash Season 9 due to Grant Gustin's new deal, so Barry Allen, aka The Flash, is certainly not meeting his end this season. Same goes for Iris, since she is going to be a part of that literal funeral scene taking place. She's wearing funeral attire after all. We could say for sure that she's definitely not dying. But other than that, really, anyone else in the cast does have the possibility to die. Other than maybe you could say Caitlin, Chester and Allegra, mainly because they're new characters and they're just pretty much, they have no reason to kill them off. They're new additions to the show, so I doubt that they would just kill them off after introducing them very recently. Obviously, Cecile is quite possible. The only contradictory factor to this is that we have very recently seen her on set filming a scene with the Flash and Allegra. Of course, that could be taking place before the death, but personally, I think Cecile is someone the show would want to keep part of the show, just judging by how much he's been getting involved very recently. So just because of that, I would say that Cecile's not going to die. Her powers have obviously evolved immensely as well, so there is definitely going to be more to that character, and there's definitely going to be more they're trying to do with her. So I don't think that they're trying to kill off Cecile over here. Another possible death is that of Joe West. Now we are 8 seasons into the show, and they have not really killed off anyone incredibly important since season 2. I'm not counting the Welleses because they just keep coming back. I'm talking about someone who's died and they've just remained dead. So in the case of season 2, that is obviously Henry Allen. So if you're going to deliver a death scene for the first time in a very, very long time, I would say that it should be one that is incredibly emotional and just slaps to the audience. Like, it would really hit them hard. And the only character from this whole list that could deliver that shock is Joe. Obviously, I would absolutely hate for them to kill Joe off because he is one of my favorite characters on the show, and he is, after all, an OG, so it would be nice to keep some of the OGs still part of the show until the show ends. But now, Joe doesn't really have much to do. He is retired and he left CCPD, so it is possible that they could kill Joe off just mainly due to them not having anything to do with him anymore. I'm interested to see how they will handle Joe for the back half of the season because, as we know, he has obviously returned. So I'm really interested to see what his role will be during the back half of the season. Once again, the only thing that contradicts this is that they already killed off Joe during Armageddon, so I doubt that they would want to kill off this character once again in the same season. So this is why I think the character that is most likely to die out of everyone else over here is either Frost or Caitlyn. Now, I do not think that they will kill Caitlyn off because she is an OG, and it would be great if they are able to keep Caitlyn until the show ends, just so they keep some of the OG cast members. Some would argue that Caitlyn did not even have a proper storyline in a very long time, but they could actually use what I'm about to say as an interesting way to create something for Caitlyn, and I think it would be pretty interesting. So I do think that the character dying will be Frost. Out of anyone on the team, she makes the most sense to kill off. We did see Frost on set during episode 13 filming, and she does have a new look. I am interested to see what it's about, and I'm interested to see the meaning behind it. But Danielle Panabaker is obviously pregnant once again, we do know that. So they will definitely need to find a way to write out Frost as well as Caitlyn and make them eventually return later on in season 9. Also, it must be mentioned that Frost was not on set when they were filming episode 14. Like, we had Team Flash facing off against the Metahuman and Frost wasn't out there. Yes, you could argue that maybe they wanted to give Danielle Panabaker a break considering the fact that she is obviously pregnant. But I do not think that both of them will complete all of season 8 due to Danielle Panabaker's pregnancy. So I do think that she will leave the season early and then come back somewhere around like episode 4 or 5 of season 9. Maybe even longer, who knows? Because obviously maternity leave. So they could kill Frost off. This would obviously put a huge toll on Caitlyn because they are technically sisters at this point. And they could use the death of Frost as not only a storyline for them to play around with for season 9 for Caitlyn, but they could also write both of her characters out like this as well. Obviously, Frost would be dead, and then this would put a massive weight on Caitlyn's shoulders. So maybe then Caitlyn will leave Central City temporarily so that she's able to recover from Frost's death. That is something I do see very possible because that would easily write out both of the characters. We do know for a fact that one of the two will be staying. Maybe both of them will end up living and someone else will end up dying. But we do know for a fact that Danielle Panabaker will be staying for season 9 because she is very enthusiastic about the show. She is the only one out of anyone else in the whole cast that always promotes the show very, very regularly. So you can tell Danielle Panabaker loves the role of Caitlyn or Frost. So I think that she will definitely be staying for season 9. But obviously, she needs to have her maternity leave and all those sorts of stuff. So I do think that either Frost or Caitlyn will still be there for season 9. But we don't know if they will kill off Frost or Caitlyn. Maybe they'll, as I said before, they might not even kill off both. Maybe they'll just kill off someone that we're not expecting at all. Who knows? There could obviously be a bigger meaning to all of this as well. This could be something related to Iris's time sickness story as well. And maybe she ends up time traveling to some funeral and she dresses that way to essentially look the part maybe. I don't know. But I do find this post really interesting and I am very intrigued to see if this does actually mean that we will be getting some sort of a death scene happening for the back half of The Flash Season 8. Or could this just be Candice Patton messing with us? I don't know. Be sure to tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.